So keep that in mind as we go into our third point of this, which is, that in our view, SEO is still king, right? And so there's been a lot of folks out there, especially those who are selling social ads, organic social services from a marketing perspective, that are going to say SEO is dead, or SEO is no longer a valid strategy. It doesn't work anymore. It's not as effective anymore, and it's just it's a bad strategy because you've probably spent thousands of dollars on it and gotten no results. And so there you are, right? Correlation equals causation. And I'm here to tell you that, that really couldn't be further from the truth. And the smart law firms know this. They're spending $10,000, $20,000 a month, really the top of the food chain, kind of law firms that you see on TV still are spending substantially on SEO. And this is not going to change in my view, because as I stated earlier with social, people go there to avoid making decisions. Yes, you can run funnels. Yes, you can build these strategies, but ultimately the vast majority of people are going to pull out their phone or get on their computer to search for a lawyer. Not only does this just make logical sense that when you're looking for a dinner restaurant to go to, you're going to get out your phone and search tacos near me or something like that. And you're going to start your search when you're ready to make that buying decision on Google or on another search engine. And so it's always, at least in the foreseeable future, going to be a central place where people are going to get that information. And it's going to be much more high intent than any of the platforms or any other type of strategy that you might see, like a billboard or anything else that's out there. Now, this is beyond just my personal preference, right? So I can have this opinion, and that's great, right? But you don't know me. You don't have the same, background that I do. So how are you supposed to know whether or not this is actually true compared to what other marketers are out there saying? And I would suggest that you look at some of the case studies on our website, which are all, or for the most part, primarily driven through SEO. We are actively managing 90 clients, 90 different law firms, and by far, from a 70% to sub 20% breakdown, you are going to see SEO as the number one driver of business. This is across the board with big firms, small firms, PI, criminal, bankruptcy. It doesn't really matter. All of our clients, even those who are spending very heavily on advertising, still get the majority of their cases coming through SEO. And even for influencer clients, okay, so even for our group of clients who have a background in social, and they came to us with big social presences with 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers, SEO and organic traffic that is being developed off social media platforms is still the number one source of their business. So I'll say that again. Even if you become an influencer and you are able to generate 40,000 people watching, 50,000, 100,000 people on TikTok or something like that, your website, your Google business profile is still going to likely be the number one driver of business if you are also doing SEO, right? If you're not doing any SEO or any ads, then of course your number one attribution channel is probably going to be social. But what this confirms to me is that doing Facebook or doing social, doing video are all good exercises, right? They are good for brand visibility. They're good to help get people to know you. There are other benefits to this, but the truth is that when it's time to buy, it's a different type of mentality. People are going to be going on to Google and looking for specifically those people, right? And so it helps that you're providing educational content. It gets people to know you. And I would suggest a good number of those people are going to eventually come around and use you if they need a type of service, right? However, people are not recreationally going and looking at what a penalty is for shoplifting in Kentucky on YouTube, unless there's something behind that, right? They're not going to kind of casually get that information like they would maybe for other areas like immigration or estate planning. And so, why is SEO still the king for us in this case? And why we still feel that even now, even with all these other mediums, the next 6 months and the next year, you still should be focusing on SEO. Number one, higher intent, right? I've talked about this a lot. People who are pulling out their phone and searching, much more high intent than somebody on social. The second thing we preach is that SEO benefits are going to compound like the stock market. Okay. So these other platforms, doing social, you're not putting into any, building any database, right? You're not building any sort of foundational element that's going to have value over time. Having followers is arguably the same thing, but ultimately, when you're able to create content on your website that puts you in the top results when someone is searching for that lawyer, that's the most valuable thing that you can have. Video has a similar benefit, but people for the most part are not going to YouTube to look for a lawyer. And so yes, it is valuable to build that side of it, but it's not as valuable as your website showing up when somebody's searching for an attorney. And then the final piece of this is that it's scalable. You can keep doing this forever. We have had clients with us for all 8 years of our business, and we're still able to add new content to their website, open up new areas of search. Keep in mind that 50% of all searches on Google are going to be completely unique on any given day. And so what that means is that the way people search changes. New topics are added, are coming up in day-to-day activity in your state, in your area. So there's always more information to be putting out and building that foundation, building that moat around your website so that you are the person of authority in your market when someone's searching anything related to the service that you provide.